Camera person. Okay.
Can you see us all?
Yes.
Good.
Audience.
Audience.
Body language is important. Okay, did you hear any of the words that I just said?
No.
Not really. Were you even interested?
No.
No. Was that because I didn't look very interested?
Yes.
Without even hearing the words that I was saying, I gave you the impression that I was uncomfortable and not very confident. Did my body language hinder the meaning of what I was saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That is the impact that body language has on communication. According to resources, 90% of communication is nonverbal. When meeting someone for the first time, your opinion of them is highly based on their body language. Body language is the nonverbal movement that we make when we're trying to communicate. When we meet an individual, we make judgments about them, about their attractiveness, likability, competence within 1/10 of a second according to resources. Normally, body language occurs unconsciously. But however, the body language we use determines to a large extent the quality of our communication. Therefore, it's very important to become aware of our body language and the body language of those around us. Based on my research using books and articles, I found that body language can help us understand one another better. I'm going to discuss the different aspects of body language and how they can be applied to different situations. Let's start by looking at the different types of body language. There's many things to look for when studying body language. Eye contact, facial expressions, hand gestures, posture, and touch can convey how a person really feels. Eye contact demonstrates honesty and it helps establish trust. In our society, it's considered rude to not make eye contact with someone when talking to them. For instance, if I was talking to Haley here, and we were speaking and she kept looking away and she wasn't looking at my face or into my eyes, she's telling me that she's not listening and that she's not really paying attention to what I'm saying and her mind is somewhere else. But if I talk to her and she looks right into my eyes, she's telling me that I have her attention. It's also considered rude to have too much eye contact. Say if you're staring at someone, in our society it's considered very rude as well. Reading people's facial expressions is one of the most obvious ways to tell how someone feels. However, sometimes these expressions can be fake, and there's different ways to tell whether an expression is fake or not. Our natural reaction to something, for instance, lasts only a few seconds. So if you see someone's expression and it lasts longer than a few seconds, 5 or more, that probably indicates that the expression is not real. Fake smiles are something that often hide our emotions. For instance, a real smile changes the entire face. So that's how you can tell whether a smile is fake or not. It'll change their entire face. Their eyes will light up, their cheekbones will rise, and the skin around the eyes and the mouth will crinkle. If it's just a fake smile, simply the corners of the mouth will turn up. Hand gestures are also a very important way to communicate. They're used to illustrate a point, to control another person's speech, or they can even substitute for speech. They also are commonly used when they're commonly produced spontaneously when talking, like right now. Hand gestures indicate how people feel and what they're trying to communicate. They can also tell subtly whether someone is confident or not. For instance, if I have my hands interlaced like this, I'm kind of showing that I'm nervous, I'm shy, but when I have my hands like this, it kind of shows that I'm confident in what I'm saying. Just from the simple hand gesture. Posture also says a lot about someone's confidence. If I stand up straight like this, I'm communicating that I'm very confident. But if like at the beginning I'm slouched over like this, I'm showing that I'm nervous and not very confident in what I'm saying. Posture can also indicate openness. If I assume an open body position like this, my hands are to my side, my palms are up, my legs are uncrossed, that is showing that I'm open to what you're saying. But if I assume a closed body position and maybe my arms are folded and I'm turned away from you, that shows that I'm not open to communicating, I don't want to be bothered. Touch can also be a good indication of how someone feels. Research shows that momentary touches can communicate an extremely wide range of emotions, sometimes even faster than words do. For instance, if I was going to shake someone's hand, we'll use Haley again, if I shook her hand and she gave me a weak handshake like that, I would think that she's not very confident. But if I shook her hand and she gave me a firm handshake, I would know that she was confident when she was meeting me. Now let's look at two situations in which studying body language can be useful. Studying an individual's body language can be a useful way to determine whether a person is lying or not. If I thought, say I thought Carrie was lying to me, he might have no body movement at all, or over-exaggerated body movements. He also might show signs of stress, like shuffling his feet or blinking a lot. I would also take note of his eyes. He would either probably avoid my eyes if he was lying, or he would look right into my eyes with very widened eyes. Also, touching the nose and covering the mouth and face also indicates that someone might be lying. Observing body language can also be helpful when trying to determine if the opposite sex is attracted to you or not. According to body language expert Judy James, when a man is attracted to a woman, he holds her gaze a little longer than normal. He might look away, but he'll probably look back quickly. He also probably won't be able to help but smile. He'll try to suppress it, though, most likely. A suppressed smile is a very good indicator that a man is attracted to someone. Now, if a woman is attracted to a man, she'll also hold eye contact a little bit longer. She'll also probably smooth or touch her hair, and her expression will soften to make her look more attractive. And this is an unconscious thing that women do. So as you can see, body language plays a very important part in communication. Through eye contact, facial expressions, touch, posture, and hand gestures, we express ourselves. Knowing how to read the language of others can help us interpret what others are thinking and feeling. What does your body language tell others about you? Now, does anybody have any questions? Yes, Karen?
Are there any other body language clues to tell if somebody's lying?
Yes, there are other ways. If someone fidgets a lot, you can probably tell that, it might be an indication that they're lying. Also, if somebody looks their eyes to the left, that usually means that they're calling on their memory and thinking of things like information memory. But if they shift their eyes to the right, that usually indicates that they're looking to their imagination to create a story. So those are some other ways. Anyone else? Yes?
In today's tough job market, it's important to make a good first impression when you go on a job interview. Can you suggest some body language that might help you make a good first impression on that interview?
Sure. Well, you can look at you can look right into their eyes, but not too long because, well, you don't want to be staring at them. But if you look into their eyes, if you have good posture. Also, if you slightly mirror the interviewer's body language, that usually makes them feel more at ease. That's another way.
Okay. If I meet a guy and I think he's really cute, how are some other ways that I can tell that he's attracted to me, and how can I let him know through, I guess, body language that I like him?
Well, some other ways that you can know if he's attracted to you is that maybe he might also slightly mirror your body language. He also might look right into your eyes, but then he might look down to your mouth and look back up again. Another way is he might separate you from the rest of the room. He might almost like block you from the rest of the room with his body, or put his arm around you. And it kind of shows that he has you. No one else can get you. To show that you're interested in him, you could maybe lightly touch him on the arm or something, or in the shoulder. That shows that you're interested, and also that it kind of shows to other women that he's yours, he's taken. Also, other ways would be also to slightly mirror him. And I think those are other ways. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you all for coming. If there's no more questions.
Okay, everybody turn around, look at the camera one more time. Thank you.